Hello, everyone. My name is John Hewko, and I'm the General Secretary and CEO of Rotary International and the Rotary Foundation. And I'm delighted and honored to be delivering the Sam Frobisher Owori Memorial Lecture at this District 9213 conference in Jinja. And the honor is especially great given that you are celebrating not only the life of a great Rotarian, but also the 100th anniversary of Rotary service in Africa. This is a milestone and moment of great celebration, not only for the Rotarians in Africa, but for the entire global Rotary family. And I'm so grateful that you've established the tradition of holding a tribute event for Sam and a memorial lecture in his name at the last day of each district conference, including this one. And I thank Governor Ann for the invitation to be with you today. And I'm delighted that members of Sam's family, led by his son Stephen, are present, as well as President's Representative David from Ghana, President Rosemary of Sam's home club, the Rotary Club of Kampala, and so many other Rotarians and partners from District 9213 and beyond. Now, I think that it's especially fitting that this year's conference is being held in Jinja, which I understand is where the source of the Nile River is located. And just as Jinja is the source of one of the world's greatest rivers, Sam was the source and architect for the growth of our organization in one of the world's greatest Rotary countries, Uganda. Now, I had the privilege of working closely with Sam when he was on the RI Board of Directors, when he was a trustee of the Rotary Foundation, and finally when he was elected to serve as Rotary International President for the years 2018-2019. Sam had that famous engaging smile, and although he had a calming and soft-spoken voice and exuded modesty, his words spoke volumes. And I particularly admired his keen focus on good governance and his unwavering promotion and support of strategic initiatives that would take our great organization into the future. And given these skills, and the respect he engendered from all who worked with him, it's not at all surprising that he is largely credited with the tremendous increase in Rotary clubs in the district, from 9 in 1988, when he was district governor, to over 130 today. And Sam's legacy lives on not only through his contributions to Rotary, but through the work and service of the Rotary members in District 9213, and those in the over 400 Rotary and Rotaract clubs in Uganda. The Rotary Uganda Cancer Program, the Mengo Hospital Rotary Blood Bank, the WASH activities resulting from the Rotary USAID partnership, and, most recently, the opening of our newest Peace Center at Makerere University, are but a few of the many examples of the impact of Sam's efforts and the efforts of the Rotary family in Uganda and beyond. Now, I mentioned earlier Sam's expertise and passion around good governance. There is no greater testament to Sam in this regard than the plaque that currently hangs in the Rotary International Boardroom at Rotary World Headquarters in Evanston, right below the one that has the four-way test. The plaque contains one of Sam's quotes on governance. Governance is the process by which officers and directors are held accountable. He held himself to these high ethical and professional standards. And now each Rotary International Board member is reminded that he or she too must follow in Sam's footsteps and heed Sam's wise counsel. Now, Sam was also very passionate about something that is increasingly important in Rotary, and that is growing our membership. Sam was ahead of his time in this regard. He saw the powerful potential for membership growth in Africa and the importance of innovation, such as new clubs and new club models, to help Rotary grow. This focus on innovation is changing the face of Rotary. Today, there are many different types of clubs available, which can be in the form of brand new clubs or transformations of existing clubs. And here are just a few examples. Our data tells us that there's growing interest in cause-based clubs. In the last few years, we've seen cause-based clubs thriving in many regions, including Africa. In addition, there are e-clubs, which open participation to the entire world. And so even if there's not a club nearby, if you have the technology to go online, you have the ability to join a Rotary or Rotaract club somewhere. Satellite clubs are a wonderful tool for expanding the reach of existing clubs, whether they're used to create clubs with different meeting times and locations or appeal to a different segment of the community. And finally, there are the so-called impact or companion clubs. As their name suggests, they are companions to existing traditional clubs. Members pay full dues to the existing traditional club. They just aren't required to attend meetings. They just do the service. And these impact or companion clubs have become a magnet for young professionals interested in weekend service projects. And they're thriving. Attrition is roughly half of that of traditional clubs. So Sam's legacy of innovation and growth and the creation of new clubs has firmly taken root in Africa. And it's time to build on his legacy across the entire Rotary world. Imagine if every district started 5 new Rotary clubs. That's 100 new Rotary members in every district. That's 53,000 new members every year. Sam believed in a simple benchmark for Rotary's membership potential. He believed that it should be possible to reach 0.1% of a country's population. And here, Uganda is a great example where you have significant country penetration and have done an exemplary job in growing membership. And the potential for growth on the continent is almost limitless. For example, in a country such as Nigeria, with over 180 million people, that would mean around 180,000 Rotarians. And this is but one example of the enormous opportunity for growth before us. Now, achieving this kind of growth is about more than just numbers. We amplify Rotary's impact when we achieve this level of scale. And it allows us to have more hands, more hearts, and more hope in the work that we do. Now, Sam also strongly believed in the power of Rotaract and spoke of how Uganda and other countries made Rotaract a true partner, not just a pipeline. He often talked about Rotaract in terms of mentorship that included joint service projects and social bonds, and something he called swallowship. That is the joyful blending of service and fellowship. Sam recognized that Rotaractors are more than leaders of the future. They are leaders right now, and we need to take advantage of everything they bring to our organization. And finally, regarding membership, Sam understood very well that growing Rotary is more than bringing in new members. It's about having a sustainable growth model. He emphasized intentional and sustainable growth, not just adding names, but deepening roots. He believed that each new member must feel seen, valued, and inspired to serve, just as Sam made people feel every day. So, to close, we all know that sadly, Sam Owori never took office as Rotary International President. But he left behind something greater than a title and an office. He left behind a living vision and a living legacy. His presence still guides us, from the boardroom in Evanston to club meetings across Africa to Rotary events around the world. So let's use his example as ours. Let's grow Rotary in the way Sam imagined, ethically, joyfully, intentionally. And let us continue to carry his voice forward. Sam made each and every one of us better. He believed in our future. And it's up to us to believe just as deeply in what he saw so clearly. Thank you, and enjoy the rest of the conference.